Ruh-roh, Shaggy. TikTok has a problematic comedian by the name of Matt Rife. Oh my god. According to Chad. Let's see what it's all about, baby. Haha.
Comedy. What is comedy? Why is comedy? Where am I? Help. Comedy started with those court jester guys with the shoes and the bells, and they dance around and fall over. And now we have people on TikTok who do crowd work where they're like, are you two together? Are you dating? Your siblings? What a misunderstanding that I made up. One of those guys is Matt Rife, and if you...
That's fair. That is yes, I have seen that. In fact, let me link to a video that I made about somebody who does that very thing. Yeah, I agree with you on that, but... I don't know, man. I guess it's just you got to hit a certain time and place if you do something that is able to bring in an audience, and it's something that is accessible, or at least a thing that you can do that's accessible for the person. I guess they're just going to do it. In the case of Matt Rife, I'm not a big fan of his stand-up itself, but like his crowd work is not bad. Same for the lady that I go over in that other video that I made. Her crowd work is probably the best part of her stand-up. So, yeah. But you got a point.
And if you get stand-up comedy clips on your FYP, you've probably seen him around. He looks like this. He's the one with the eyes. He stumbled into a little bit of controversy recently and not...
What a goddamn jawline. Jesus Christ. Chiseled to the goddamn max. Oh my god. Is he on a mewing streak? Is that what that is? Is he gooning? I don't know the fucking internet terms, whatever.
And not so recently, Netflix just released a comedy special featuring Matt Rife, and one of the opening jokes he makes is a bit insensitive.
The hostess who seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. Couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is... Put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face. Yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you. It is so great to be here. Thank you for coming. Domestic violence. That's my time. I'll be here all week. What? I will not be here all week. I've been asked to leave. Not only is the joke in poor taste.
That's funny. But also, we haven't gotten to your point yet, but I'm just going to do a little presuming here and then argue the thing that I make up as a result of the presumption. Have you never seen stand-up comedy before? Is this the first person who you've seen make offensive jokes? Because that's like a good majority of comedians. They all make prejudice jokes. They all target certain demographics. Not even certain, just demographics in general. They make jokes at the expense of other people. That's kind of just what is a big part of comedy, a big part of stand-up. All right, we'll just get to your point first, and then we'll see what's going on.
Poor taste, but given the fact that his audience is mostly female and his success on social media is mostly thanks to his female audience, there was some backlash.
I watched the first 3 minutes of the Matt Rife comedy special on Netflix and turned it off.
So many people have dark humor mixed up. Dark humor is when you make a funny joke about something unfortunate that you have experienced, not other people's experience.
A comedian ruining...
No. A dark joke is a joke about anything dark. You're applying this criteria to, I guess, rationalize your distaste towards this thing. What's funny is are you saying that because this particular thing that he made fun of applies to you? Because usually women tend to be victims of domestic violence. Granted, men are also victims of domestic violence, and funny on top of that thing, a lot of people don't really take it seriously when it applies to men. In fact, men are always presumed to be the perpetrator for the overwhelming most part because of that general decree of women being the victims of domestic violence for the most part, which they are. But it's dark joke is making fun of something dark. That's why it's called a dark joke. Not a dark joke that's specific to this individual who, in their experiences that they've gone through, was just making fun of anything dark. We're already not... It's starting to waver a little bit here, guys, but let's just keep going.
And ruining his relationship with a large portion of his fan base because he wanted to be like all the other boring-ass Netflix special, you can't tell a joke anymore crowd is actually just depressing.
And Matt responded to the criticism with a leveled, thought-out, heartfelt statement. Just kidding, he posted this.
If you've ever been offended by a joke I've told, here's a link to my official apology. And the link is to special needs helmets.
Really putting the median and comedian there. Hello? It's 2016 YouTube. They said they want their... Oh. Okay, they're just yelling slurs now. One of his...
I like her jokes. They're not bad. That's funny. He's essentially saying you're soft, I guess, because he made a dark joke targeted towards a demographic that, I guess, had it been a dark joke in another direction, people wouldn't be reacting as pervasively to it because it doesn't apply to them, the majority of his audience, which, according to Chad, it's female. Remember, everyone's selfish. Everyone's out for themselves, and they only really give a shit about the stuff that applies to them. I honestly wonder what people's reaction would be had he, like, said anything derogatory towards any other demographic. Which, again, every comedian everywhere, for the overwhelming most part, like, does that. Think of a few who don't. Seinfeld. Bill Cosby. Should we be using him as an example, guys? Yeah, I don't. All right.
Main things is that a lot of people find him attractive, especially Matt Rife. Matt Rife finds Matt Rife very attractive.
I mean, people don't want to laugh at like physically attractive people. Like, you don't want to walk on stage and have people looking at your arms rather than listening to your jokes. I think it just makes me work that much harder on the material and the jokes that I'm trying to tell to get people to focus on the real show at hand.
He thinks it hinders his comedy.
Yeah, that's dumb. Shut your mouth, Matt. How about just be funny? Like, if you have to encapsulate the way that you look as part of that, then it's like, are you really funny? You'd think people would laugh at the substance of what you're saying, which, sure, it's fair to presume that's not the case, because again, people are shallow. But it's like, dude, come on, stop it, stop that, get out of here, freaking Matt Rife, rife with self-consciousness, fucking rife with a lack of, I guess, sense of self-worth when it comes to the thing that you're known for, I guess. I'm not a comedian. All right, get out of here. We're here to listen to Chad.
Hinders his comedy in some ways. He has to work harder because he's attractive. It's like a hurdle, how hot he is. Our hearts go out to him and his struggles. May he overcome. It just makes him seem like he'd be the kind of guy to stop and look at his reflection in every car window he passes by.
Hey, I think that guy's trying to break into my car.
No, I'm just sexy as fuck. Okay, well, no funny business. Oh, I'm already in that business. And since we're talking about businesses, let's talk about this one. This video is sponsored by Semper. Do you smell like poop? Do you smell like... Go back to the video. Matt's been doing comedy for a pretty long time, but he didn't find a lot of success until he started posting on TikTok.
He didn't do anything? Did he not have a job the entire time you guys were together? He did. He worked in the ER? Oh, I'm sorry, you broke up with a hero?
After this video, his account blew up and he started posting more clips of crowd work. He started building this audience that was there for his funny interactions with crowd members, but also how much they liked his face and stuff.
It's not like I made the conscious decision to be born a straight white male. I probably would've.
But he's made a couple comments during interviews that sound like he kind of resents the fact that his audience is mostly female.
So they bring their boyfriends or husbands who are always reluctant because they fucking probably bought the tickets.
Right.
They didn't want to be there. And then like 20 minutes into the show, they realize like my comedy is so much more for guys than it is girls. It's so funny. My live shows, to me, I've always gone for the tone of like, I just wanted to feel like a hangout with the boys.
My comedy is for boys only. No girls allowed. To get into my shows, you have to bring 2 forms of ID and wash your face like this. A couple different times he's talked about...
Yeah, that is a dumb thing to get worked up over. Coming, from where Matt Rife is. It's like, dude, just find an audience and just the fact that you're known for doing something. It's like, I've never really... If you're in a position where you can keep doing that thing, then you've got it, man. Who cares about all the in-between? People are going to have their own notions towards you one way or the other. You're just going to have to roll with it. But like, to be incredibly successful and to be demanding of like, oh, I'd rather these people see it. It's like, come on, get out of here, dude. To be glad that you succeeded and you're able to do this thing and make money off it and continue to do that thing. It's like, just put it out to the world and people will respond to it whichever fucking way they want to. Don't try to be so worried about who you're curating as your audience. It's like, dude, get over it. Get over it.
Different times he's talked about how he doesn't want his content geared towards women and he makes it trying to appeal to guys. One thing that I wanted to tackle in this special was showing people that despite what you think about me online, I don't pander my career to women. I would argue this special is way more for guys. But why do we have to gender comedy? If you can only make jokes that 50% of the population might find funny, doesn't that mean that you're 50% less good at making jokes? And you're making 50% less money too. If I make a type of butter that only tastes good to half the population, all I'm doing is limiting my profit margin. He mentions he doesn't pander to women. Nice, I like that one. Limiting my profit margin. Although this is kind of antithetical to what you were saying at the beginning of the video. Made an insensitive joke towards, yeah, that's him doing that. I mean, granted, in his case, he's pandering towards a specific audience, I guess, if that's the way that you can view it that way. Because that's kind of presuming that like people only give a shit about jokes or are willing to laugh at jokes if they don't make fun of the demographic that the person who's laughing at the joke is in.
This point is a little bit antithetical to what you were saying at the beginning, but whatever. It's just a little bit of butter. It ain't a ditty. It ain't a doozy.
To women, but a lot of his clips are of crowd work where he's flirting with them.
I seem frustrated. A gift maybe help? Maybe after the show. Thank you so much. What's your name? Christina, you are so hot. Thank you so much. Widowed? Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. How long ago, if you don't mind me asking? 1 year? Fuck, that's so recent. So you back on the market, or what?
His website has a shirtless picture of him on the homepage for the boys, for the guys. And the preview for his Netflix special is him getting arrested for being too hot to be a comedian.
Everybody knows they only go into your shows for those traps, those tattoos, and them cheekbones.
You know, it sounds like y'all don't know me at all. You know, sometimes the way somebody looks doesn't depict who they are on the inside.
You mean part of your success relies on how physically attractive people think you are and not solely on your talent and hard work? That's like messed up. That's really annoying. He also talks a lot about how much he...
Yes, it is a little bit dumb how he's saying. Just like, dude, just embrace the way that you're perceived. If this is the thing that you're putting out and then people are responding to this way, especially if you're playing on it, it's like, dude, come on. Who cares? Just make shit. That's it. You're able to do the thing, so do the thing. When I make a movie, put it out to the world, and it brings in a certain demographic of people, it's like, all right, that's just the result of me putting the movie out. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Does not matter. As long as I can keep doing the thing and keep getting it out to people, that's the thing that should matter. You got a point here, Chud.
Talks a lot about how much he hates social media, which is fine, understandable.
Yeah, I reluctantly started posting on TikTok beginning of last year. I've always hated social media.
But when social media and women are the main reasons for your success and you like to complain about both of those things so frequently, do you like what you do? It's just strange to resent basically everything that got you to where you are, I think.
Oh my God. This is amazing. This is everything I've ever dreamed of. These boots, this jacket, this tent, this axe, this rope. I fucking hate rope.
It seems like he's trying to separate himself from the crowd work comedy, which I think he's good at, and transfer over to the dark, edgy humor comedy.
You guys ready to be offended?
Because we don't have enough of that. He called his tour the Problematic World Tour because he's problematic. He loves problems and having problems and making problems. Pythagoras is jealous. He's quaking. And it kind of seems like it's working. I keep seeing comments from dudes on TikTok calling him a legend now. I didn't like Matt Rife until this video. Is Matt Rife for the boys now? He might be losing fans, but also gaining new ones. That helmet joke was solid. And if you want a new audience that thinks PewDiePie did nothing wrong on the bridge, then there you go. This wasn't his first dance with controversy. There was a podcast clip that got him into some trouble where he compared female genitalia to chewed up gum.
I don't love a giant. I don't want your pussy to look like the gum from Sausage Party. You know what I mean?
He also tried to make fun of Mason Ramsey in 2018. You know, the cute, sweet kid who yodeled in Walmart? He replied to a picture Mason posted on Twitter and tried to make fun of his birthmark. What's on your forehead? Some gum? Yoda lady, hey, don't bully that child, please. What is it with this guy and gum? Why does he hate gum? Then he tried to backtrack and say he actually wanted to know. Was genuinely curious, LOL. I've got your new single on repeat, little man. No, you didn't. What, you just had a sudden interest in dermatology? Hey, what the fuck's wrong with your face? I have a skin condition. Okay, Jesus, I was just curious. Take these twice a day and it should clear up. Okay, thanks, Doc. This wasn't a controversy, but he posted a clip from one of his shows where a woman starts having a seizure in the crowd and the screen cuts to black and starts playing this peppy ukulele music.
Oh, shit. Yo, can we get a paramedic real quick? Paramedic, please?
Because all I really...
Two things. You were laughing. You laughed when it said it cut away to that sound. But also, in the clip, yes, he's kind of an asshole in these other instances, but that particular clip, it's like he seems concerned. He recognizes it in the crowd, and he's like, oh shit, could we get some help over here, please? And then they stop the show. At least he's no Travis Scott. I mean, come on. Like, that's not bad. Like, there's actual concern for the well-being of the people who go to see his movies, or his fucking stand-up shit. His crowd work. In terms of the jokes, he is kind of an asshole, especially the things that he chooses that. But it's like, he doesn't seem like to be a bad person. That's the thing that should matter, right? Yeah, that's not really what you're saying. I guess you're just pointing out some of the stuff that he's doing that's kind of dickish, right? That's kind of rife with cockiness. It's, yeah. So far, you're not saying anything really unhinged or anything, so good so far. This is fine. We're okay. It's not rife with issues.
Because all I've really seen from him is crowd work, which again, I think is funny. I think he does crowd work really well. But I did watch the Netflix special.
The dumb general consensus they would say was shit like, how hard can it be to just follow the rules?
I watched most of the Netflix special. We have the infamous opening joke that started all of this, and he follows it up with that line that comedians do sometimes where they're like, just making sure y'all are a fun crowd, just making sure y'all are fun.
Testing the water, seeing if y'all are gonna be fun or not. Just wanted to see.
Why can't the fun be like party favors? Why can't it be a pinata? Since you think hitting is funny. He spends a whole segment talking about how dumb women are for being into astrology and how stupid they are for believing in anything like that.
I'm so tired of you ladies blaming your poor decision-making skills on planets.
And then a few minutes later, he has a segment about how he believes in ghosts. He says, "Do you know what I mean?" a lot.
You know what I mean?
Why do
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. This delusion is dumb, but this other delusion, that's valid. People do that all the time. Like, wow. Okay, you're making good points here, Chud. Yeah, it is a little wonky. It is a little rife with weirdness. Am I using that word right? Rife? Yeah, comedy. Okay. Yes. So I was right about rife. I was rife with the validity of my adjectives that I used. Is that word an adjective? Yes. So I was right about my rife usage. So I'm rife with my rife usage.
Why do comics say that? Has anyone else noticed that? Why do they do that? They're not actually asking if you know what they mean. It's like the stand-up comics version of saying, And so yeah, I jerk off into socks. You know what I mean? No, I don't. You know what I mean? No. Anyway, I felt pretty inspired after watching this, so I decided to make my own stand-up special.
Thank you for having me. Wow, what a great looking couple.
Oh, you're siblings?
Oh man. Sorry. Oh, dog.
You know, we have a lot of differences, but we all like to pee on the floor. My ex used to tell me I never amount to anything.
It's just the way the dog, they're both sitting very attentively. Why is that funny? Oh, okay.
So I amounted his dad. Where were you on 9/11? Your silence sparks volumes.
Excuse me, sir, stop heckling me.
Fan storms the stage and attacks him. She's the new Dave Chappelle. Chad Chappelle. She's Dave Chad. Wow. Fuck. Shit.
Look at this guy. What a pussy, right? Stand-up comedy.
That's my time. Thank you. Stand-up comedy.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are...
I like the way the audience laughter like faded in and out for like a split second and then it disappeared, then it came back. I like the editing. It's not bad.
If you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you.
Thanks for watching her video through me. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. It's just a lot of weirdness. Nothing, she didn't really say anything that was too crazy or too out of the box or too rife with errors.